Oh shit. Yeah, good catch. I didn't notice that. My fault for not doing an audio test. But anyways, uh today's docket list is a couple things. I want to build a cobble farm. I want to set up some sort of slightly more enduring fuel solution than just having, you know, a line of dripstone leading into cauldrons. I guess I could use the wither skeleton farm. I mean, I've already killed what? How many am I at? 2,497. I've killed a shitload of them, but I feel like there's a better way to take care of my need for fuel. I mean, there's a bunch of different fuel sources you can use, right? There's kelp, there's bamboo, there's God only knows what. But even still, feel like I feel like a dedicated, like large lava farm. Maybe the easiest way to bulk smelt 75,000 cobble per hour. Okay. Next to that, what do I need? Middle, trapdoor, waterlog it. Okay. Weird. Oh, and he had it facing into here, right? Sorry. I'm listening to a tutorial with my audio off. So I just need to figure out I need to do exactly as they do in the tutorial. So, okay, waterlog that. But hold on, my question is TNT takes up about a block when it's lit. So if this leans against here and this leans against here, oh shit. Okay. If these lean against here, wouldn't that create a state where the TNT gets stuck and like explodes in water? Fucking I don't know. I'm not a redstone guy. I'm a following orders kind of guy, which would have been really bad for me at the Nuremberg trials. Fun fact, not related to the Nuremberg trial, but I had two fucking military things that I had to do today. Is why the stream is so late. Usually my streams are way earlier than this, and because if I started the stream up like nearly an hour ago, and now if I still want to use the gym at 11, the best possible outcome is I have to have a 3-hour stream. So yeah, I had to do a technical mobilization, which was lame, and then I had to go do a NS fit thing, which is all double lame. You know. Anyways, another observer, another piston on top of the observer facing inside. Got it. What's not gonna be lame is that thing when it's done though. I fuck with hexagons. I fuck with them real heavy. And then, okay, once the hexagon is done, once we have the strict geometric shape, we can play with the hexagon. So, for example, I can like put a block on the side, put like 10 TNT blocks in a cluster, blow it up, and then make like a concave like seating area. I can trim down some of the corners with erosion. I can put like raised panels on some bits, you know. Or I can carve like fake stone niches by using like a bunch of stone stairs. It's entirely up to my creativity. This is going to be a fun challenge. And I'm thinking this is going to be the style that most of my mega bases take up. So this hexagon is just going to be one of many, and then we're going to have a bunch of hexagons in the ocean, like a bunch of those giant concrete retaining walls that they use in Japan to keep fucking what's the big wave? Tsunamis, the ones they use to wave break tsunamis. And I think if I just have a bunch of them in the ocean and all of the tops are different like faux biomes, I think that would be pretty fun. Anyways, that's a plan for later. I don't have a 100th of the cobble I would need. Slab on top of that block. Extra slab, one on either side. Okay. Slab. Slab. Temp block in front of the piston. Bang. Temp block next to that. Wait, hold on, this looks like a perma block. Another building block on top of the note block. Okay. Oops. There. Top of the note block. Redstone dust here. Here. 1, 2, 3. 3 temp blocks between the pistons. Okay. Observer facing outside of the farm. It's interesting. Then a note block. And an observer facing into the note block. Okay. I'm wondering what they're cooking, but... The temp blocks. Two temp blocks. One there. One there. Okay. I'm so lost. So usually when I watch tutorials like this, I can figure out like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen next. Can't do that here. No earthly idea. Okay, next to that temp block, we add a note block. Observer facing into the note block. Okay. Temp blocks. Trapdoor right above the observer. Okay, and for his alignment, he stuck it onto that note block. Don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah. Whoa, it's still going. Okay. Observer facing into the trapdoor. Damn, TNT, like compact TNT dupers are some serious business. I did not know shit was this complicated. Slab on top of the note block. Piston facing up next to the observer. Okay. I'm guessing this is where the sand comes in handy. Two top slabs next to the pistons. Okay. Fun fact, I used to have a buddy from SMP Tech Hans called Top Lap. Like laptop. Don't know why I said used to. As far as I can tell, he's still alive. And he's still my friend, I would hope. Okay. Temp blocks to add 2 more slabs like this. Okay. Slab. Sand on top of piston. Oh, wait, I know what's gonna happen. I can predict what happens next. It's the 4 repeaters in a circle. Split repeater set to 4 ticks. Yep. 2, 3. 3. Oh, third repeater has to be set to 3 ticks. Okay. Then last repeater set to 4. Okay. Place building blocks between all repeaters. Okay. Redstone side. Have an observer facing into the opposing slab. Okay. This is a lot of stuff. TNT next to it. Okay. The sound of fire makes me pretty anxious while I'm working on TNT. Add a lever under the leftmost building block. And a button also on that block. Okay. Click the lever once the farm is in the off position. Excuse me? Oh. Okay, well that's apparently the off position. Cobblestone farm is ready. Easy as that. No way. No shot. To turn on the farm, flick the lever, and click the button once. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, the amount of cobble this is gonna make me is gonna be ungodly. I can already feel it. I only have two concerns. First off, when I stand close to this farm, I'm taking ticks of damage. So, you know, it's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass to turn off the farm. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, little bit of a pain in the ass to turn the farm off. I can't lie to you. It's not perfect. Okay, it could be a little better. I.e., it could not, you know, it could not damage me while I'm working with it, but fuck it, I guess. Risk-reward assessment, cost-benefit analysis. I'm just gonna mark out what the dangerous perimeter is. You know what, actually, while I'm doing this... Is it safe to be down here? Okay. Oddly enough, it is. You'd think this would be one of the least safe places to be, but... Okay, you know what, to be fair, you are insulated from the explosion rays. It's like hiding in a shell scrape when artillery is being dropped nearby. Okay. So all of these spots are spots where the explosion rays can hurt you. Now, the proper thing to do would be to build a fence around this thing. Wait, hold on. I got damage from here. Okay. Here? No. Gotta double check my homework. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I get damaged here? Oh, I got damaged while I was here. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing it forms like an invisible circle. We're probably already at or above a double chest, which is nice. Unfortunately, I don't think I could just leave this thing running, because it will experience like catastrophic failure if I just leave it by itself. So, yeah. Okay. Next thing's next. Do I have space to fit a moss farm in here? I mean, could we fit it down here? Yes. Would that be the optimal play? I don't know. What are we doing cobblestone-wise? Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Where to put the moss farm? Okay. I want to be able to fly down and then grab my stuff without worrying, so... Those torches. Did I put torches over there? Oh no, it's just... It's dandelions. Wow. Great. So, once this thing is done filtering in, we should be at 1, 2... okay, so it's like a decrease. It's like a fall. The amount falls off. Okay. Call it like a little over a double chest. Anyways. Next thing I need to do is get the stuff I... Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh! I was wondering why I wasn't taking off. That was weird. I was dive bombing and then I was like, I'm not pulling up? Question mark? Why am I not pulling up? Okay. We're just gonna temporarily just shove all of this in random bullshit, which is... I really should call the chest something like to be sorted. Because that is what it is. But at the same time, yeah, I'm not calling it that. Okay, so. First thing I need. 1 moss block. Next thing I need. Bone meal. Next thing I need. A stack and some change building blocks. Next thing I need. 7 trapdoors. Why? Fuck it, might as well finish crafting a few things. Oh! Jackpot. 7 trapdoors. Next up, 2 buckets of water. I think we still have an infinite water source upstairs, but I'm not sure. I may have... Yeah, oh no, never mind, I blocked it off. Buckets of water, a bucket of lava. Is it in light sources or fuel? 1 lava bucket. Next up, 3 composters. If I had extras, I'd put them in there. I don't. I have the perfect amount for 3 composters. Next up, 24 redstone. 24 redstone, 17 hoppers. That is not enough. Okay. Let me go get some redstone from upstairs. Again with the wings. This is shaping up to be one of our most... Oh, this is shaping up to be one of our more productive episodes. I'll just take like 2 stacks. We'll come up here eventually and kill witches. And then we'll have our stopgap measure redstone farm taken care of for a bit. So recipe calls for 24. I'll give it 64. Next up, 17 hoppers. That's kind of a steep amount. Perfect. 17 hoppers. Next up, 16 chests. Okay. Gee, come to think of it, how many more? Oh wow. Okay, that was from a stack of bone meal blocks. Timeout. Timeout. We need to start fueling this thing more. Meal. I'll take a stack. Actually, you know what? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, fuck it. 3's plenty. 3's a crowd. What this should do, it should get us a metric shitload of bamboo. We're gonna have so much bamboo we won't know what to do with it. I'll be paving roads out of bamboo. Which actually, you know what? Wouldn't look that... Oh, wait, hold on. If you put a bunch of these together, it looks like a swastika. Hold on. Time out. I see swastika potential in this. Okay, I realize they place the same in any direction. Mojang had to have worked very hard to prevent you from doing that. Good on you, Mojang. Clever, clever, clever girl. Okay. 16 chests, 9 redstone torches. 8 pistons. Oh, yikes. Maybe I should have turned less of. Maybe I should have turned fewer. Actually, yeah, maybe I should have turned fewer of these blocks into the chest. Whoopsies. Well, at least next time when we're starting a big super sorter, we're gonna be a little bit closer. Bubble. And how many pistons of each? 8 regular, 7 sticky. So 15. Okay, next up, 7 pieces of 7 repeaters. Damn, I may have actually not brought down enough redstone. I need to make 21 repeaters. Oh, I need to make 21 redstone torches. In addition to what I already have. Not enough, okay. Thank god I just spent like a couple of hours AFK just swinging away once I got my beacon. Although, now I may need to take the steps to replenish my supply. After this. Whee! It's 21. That is... Oh, right. Okay. I prepared the amount I'd need if I were making 21 comparators. Speaking of, I need to make 4 comparators. Probably, yeah, I left them in random bullshit. Of course I did. No? Okay. Just checking my guys are fully healed. 2. Four of these. And I am realizing now, I have no earthly idea how you make a copper bulb. I'm going to assume it's copper and like a redstone lamp. Copper and glowstone? COP. Okay. Maybe if I make a redstone lamp and put it in my inventory, I'll figure out the recipe. I have no earthly idea how a copper bulb is made. L C O E. Huh. Okay. Is it nuggets? Oh no, but you can use them to make copper torches. Time right the fuck out. I give. How do you make a copper bulb? Google. Copper bulb. That's the crafting... What? Okay, I'm gonna be so frail with you right now. You could have given me like 9 consecutive months. Okay, you could have said, "Hey Tim, uh, you're gonna play Minecraft for like 11 months in a row." I would not have been able to tell you through like natural, like just what I will have in my inventory, that a copper bulb is made with a blaze rod, 3 blocks of copper, and a fucking redstone. And what? In what universe is that a crafting recipe that makes sense? Time out. Does it need to be proper copper, or can I do... No, yeah, it needs to actually be copper. That's so fucking weird. And that's such a ridiculously high amount to pay for a single piece of... To pay for a single lighting element. Like, you must really want copper bulbs in your base for that to be fiscally sensible. Okay, whatevs. Whatevs. Now I know the crafting recipe. What's next on the docket? I leave the space for the copper bulbs. And then I need, what is that? 2 note blocks. Yeah, 2 note blocks, 2 observers. Okay. Note blocks. Pretty cheap. Observers. Not groundbreakingly expensive either. And I only need to make 2 of them, so... But yeah, it's 2 of them, right? That's what the recipe calls for? Okay. 2 of those. And 1 dispenser, which we should already have a surplus of. And the reason we have 62 extra dispensers is because every time I got a bow out of, like, my mob farm, every time I got a bow, I just craft it into a dispenser. And 1 lever, which we should have a copy of in redstone. Yes, okay. Dude, the copper bulb crafting recipe was probably made by some fucking lunatic. Who thinks that's a good idea? Who thought that shit made sense? Okay, whatevs. I'm not even all that mad. No, actually I am a little mad. That crafting recipe is some bullshit. That's some BS if I've ever seen it. Also, I should totally carry around more than 1 shulker box. This is starting to... I'm starting to feel poor. Which, I know, there's a very easy counter argument that I am poor. But I don't like feeling poor, you know? Why is it not... Why... Okay, but why though? Why is it not a redstone lamp? This makes so little sense. What's the deal? What's the deal with airline food? gonna have to smelt a bunch of this, so I may as well put in a second. I don't even know if it's worthwhile because actually probably. Oh, you know what? I have two of. Okay, I'm like today probably. I'm going to be switching out my current furnace smelting setup for a better one. So how much do we have left? We have about 90 pieces, so I'll leave 30 in there. Here. 30 in here. Little bit, we should have a bunch. Okay. Okay, so it's picking up items at... Oh no, it's receiving items. And since we're not near storage capacity yet, I guess I could take another stack of bone meal and then chuck it in there, just so we have more. Honestly, I think bone meal is a more versatile thing to have, but at the same time, we have a wither skeleton farm and a skeleton farm in the form of that mob spawner. I don't think we're hurting for bones. Yeah, we're not at risk of running out anytime soon. Anyways. Time to make the most... Oh! I didn't need to make that many. Okay. Making one wood. Okay, that kind of redeems itself. But it is still kind of an asinine crafting recipe. Like, you must admit as much. Take off. Land here. And I think if I can choose where to build the farm, I'm building it facing that direction. Yeah. Hello. Welcome back. We're on the second of 3 things I have on the docket list, and then after that I'm running off to the gym at about 11. So in an hour and 12 minutes from now. So you have plenty of time to tell your stories if you'd like. Okay. For the... Oh, shit, that's a big space. We need 12 by... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 by 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. 12 by 15. Wow! That's a big fucking footprint for a farm. I guess as a stopgap measure I can... Do I still get the haste beacon effect? No, I don't. God damn it. What I can do is I can level out some of this mountain area. And then I can build a connecting bridge between the two. That'd maybe help. Oh yeah, and they're basically the same height. A couple days ago, okay, they ring your doorbell at 2 in the morning. Okay. It's already intriguing. Or, you know, lunatic behavior. Yeah, I should rebuild that haste beacon, like, closer to the middle. Actually, you know what? Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I'm gonna grab all the iron blocks that I can. Then... Yeah, we are kind of suffering from an iron shortage, I'm realizing. 1, 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay, few easy solutions. I can build another iron farm. Like another one of those, identical. Just a little bit further away. That way I can AFK between both and use the iron farms as a sort of... I can effectively double the hourly rate. Yeah. So you wake up, and you check your security cameras, and you see your German neighbors, the neo-Nazis, I assume. Oh yeah, these are said people. Okay, yes, you see them. I'm already riveted. Oh. Okay, yeah, I think we can afford this. And I mean, I can afford this by cannibalizing that beacon and just setting it up in a place where I can get both of the, I can get haste effect, or I can get the haste effect from both areas. Or in both the areas where I need the haste effect. If I realize that I've put the beacon in some sort of Goldilocks zone and I can't get the buff from either side, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Yeah, you're very unhappy. Ass out of bed. You go open the door, and without saying hello, first thing he says is, want a drink. Oh, dude. Dude, that's how you know they like you. That's a sign that German people hold you in high esteem. That's a sign that you're a person of great import to them. I don't know how to tell you. It's cool. Dude, keep this up. Maybe they'll give you like a swastika tattoo. Uh-huh. As you know, as is a reasonable thing to say when you're woken at 2 a.m. for booze. If I fucked up the beacon placement, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna call it quits. I'm gonna leave it there. We're building the moss farm closer to ground level. Honestly, come to think of it, if I didn't move the beacon and I just started mining the stone, I would probably have the area I need already. It's just I anticipate doing future stuff with these mountains. Says, oh, you were partying and the party's over and you still have 2 packs of beer? What? Okay, the fact that he was willing to share them with you instead of keeping them for a rainy day is another great token of esteem for a German man. I don't know what to tell you. Got a stack in 17 iron blocks. if I do want to go and build beacon bases all willy-nilly everywhere I go, it would be a good idea for me to either upgrade the iron farm or to... Yeah, that's the main one. Just upgrade the iron farm. That or I just make a better better farm that produces the stuff that, the shit that powers beacon bases. So a really good gold farm, a really good emerald obtaining method. I guess you can technically farm emeralds. You're standing there and you're like, it's 2 in the morning. Why? Yeah, that's valid. Valid response, but also I'd never say no to free beer. Even, like, honestly, even if it's beer that I don't like, company improves the taste of beer. Like, good company improves the taste of beer. Even if it's, like, fucking Anchor Strong, which, in my country, nobody but alcoholics and construction workers will even bother drinking, right? It tastes great with friends, you know? It says, well, there's not enough space in my fridge, so want a drink? Okay. Elite. Wait, you know what I should do? I should actually, make sure I'm recording when I build the moss farm. That way, in the event that I ever need to, like, future reference, I can pull out the clip of me building it. So you facepalm, and then you're like, all right, fuck it, let's drink. Yeah, as you do. Even if it's 2 in the morning, it's I mean, free booze. Booze you don't need to pay for. Better than that. Part of me's like, cocaine you don't have to pay for, but the other part of me's like, yeah, I don't do coke, so. It's only one type of coke that my fat ass consumes too much of. And honestly, I probably lift enough that it's okay. I don't mean that I steal coke. I don't mean that I steal the drink. Okay. So you guys split a two 12-packs or 2 6-packs and then I'm assuming you moved on to harder stuff later. Because 12 beers, even if they're like the 500 milliliter cans, I don't think that's blacking out a German and a Slav. I figure you guys moved on to the harder stuff and then you just... You know, while you're sitting there with the dazed status effect floating around over your head, you just hear like party 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 playing softly in the distance. Oh, I mean, you could take inventory of your booze. But honestly, shit, if someone's willing to come over to my house and share their alcohol with me, I'm sharing my alcohol with them. It's the courteous thing to do. Yes, anyways. Wondering what kind of bridge I should build across here. Maybe like a fucking, I don't know, cantilever suspension bridge? Some fancy pantsy looking bridge. Maybe I just connect them with, like, the terrain and make it look like this is naturally connected terrain. But yeah, we can fuck that bridge when we get to it. Or whatever they say. Whatever the bridge fuckers say. We can build that bridge and sleep in it. We can shit that bed and lay in it. We can fuck that dog. No, sorry. We can screw that pooch. Now pay child support. I don't know. I love my favorite interpretation of people saying "screwed the pooch" to imply like making a mistake is just saying "I fucked the dog" or whatever. Honey, I screwed the kids. Okay, you gotta fuck up pretty badly for that one. Anyways, this should be more than enough for a moss creation area. And you know what? Fuck it. If I light this place up and put down like a little park bench or something, I get a nice view of my mob farm. Which is an unintended side benefit. Honey, I mugged the kids. Okay, save quit to title. Okay. Let me clear all this. I guess a natural terrain bridge would look pretty nice if I could cross the two. I could make it look like it was organic, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, you wake up, we're in the same neighborhood, house at 1 in the afternoon, and then you're late for work, your phone's nowhere, you have 2 empty bottles of Grey Goose vodka, 1 bottle of Jägermeister, half empty on the floor, 2 empty cartons of orange juice. Okay, so you guys probably had a bunch of screwdrivers, which is nice. I mean, you can do what is it? Forensic pathology. You can do CSI on. You can do crime scene investigation on. Ooh, you can like inventory what's missing, and then you can make an approximate guess at what you guys had to drink. It's kind of a fun game to play. Kind of a fun morning after game, I suppose. I could just connect them like straight across here. Okay, temporarily, I'll connect them straight across here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so it's 23 blocks across. And I could make like an oval, I guess. Ah, fuck it. We'll worry about the nice. We'll worry about the aesthetics of everything later. I'm gonna look in this box like one day, 5 months from now, and I'm gonna wonder how the fuck I managed to get a blaze rod. Just leave it here. Anyways, I believe I need a 12 by 15 area. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then can I square this off evenly? Yes, it is almost perfect. Okay. $15. Do. And out a 7 by 3 area. Okay. Just a staircase going down. Okay, that's weird. How does the 7 by 3 orient into the other structures? Okay, give me a second. I need to zoop, lie down. Shit, where do I put the 7 blocks? Stand up, and then your neighbor's wife with 3 kids walk into the room. You didn't even know he had a... Yeah, oh my god. Dude, how do you tell someone that... How do you tell someone that you're a neo-Nazi before telling them that you have a wife and kids? That's... I feel like one of those is a slightly more intimate confession than the other. I can't lie. I feel like one of those is... I feel like one of those is something you tell someone when you've been friends for years. Okay. If you're like, hey, not fond of the Jewish people, not fond of globalism, not fond of what they not fond of what they did to Uncle H or Uncle Adolf, that feels like something you tell someone way after you tell them you have a wife and kids. But what do I know? Fuck it. Okay. Done that. I don't even know if I build this on the long side or the short side. Give me a second. Time to plug in one headphone, then play the tutorial. 9 out of 7 by... Okay. Worst comes to worst, I just reorient this a little. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Bang. Then redstone torches all along the bottom. Oh, wait. Oh, I want to place them against here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then dust on the 2 blocks. Oh, wait, what did AutoMod get you for? Okay, so all 4 of them start yelling something in German, so you just get the fuck out. And when you get home, the front door's wide open, okay? Probably gonna need to mine out a couple layers of this. 7 pistons. Okay, and above the redstone torches, like to put sticky pistons. Okay. Make sure there is a block next to the redstone dust. Then repeaters. Find your phone, which apparently somehow ended up in the kitchen sink. Okay. That's not less than ideal. Okay. Repeater. 4-tick delay. Note block observer facing in. Solid block. I didn't bring solid block here. Heater on the back of it. Or tick repeater. Break. It's 3 blocks. Okay, yeah. 1, 3. Wait, that's such a weird. You check the cameras. Thankfully, you weren't robbed drunk. Your drunk ass just forgot to close the door. Okay, that's thankful. You know, thank God for small miracles. 1. Oh wait, no, hold on. This 1, 1 block here, either here. Stone torch, solid block, and then turn it on. Okay, so that, yeah, okay, wow. Okay, so it does become bedrock locked, for some reason. That is on. Subtract. Oh wait, on subtract mode only. Okay. Okay, repeater. 4 ticks. 4 ticks. And you know what, I should probably make this a more durable block. Or be prepared to cover this whole thing up. Okay. And the solid block. Stone torch. Solid block on top. Yeah, also valid. Can't have someone who's not on, you know, not 100% on their game handling dangerous chemicals. Parrot here. Solid block on top. 3 redstone dust and a repeater on 4 ticks. 1, 3. Repeater, 4 ticks. Solid blocks on top of the observer. Carry a row over. Blocks here. 1 block here. Okay, I'm interested to see what this ends up looking like. Stand on sticky pistons, put down a row of trapdoors. Okay, that's intriguing. Water buckets. But you don't put them on the sticky pistons, you put them in the trapdoors. Okay. Row of solid blocks on top of this. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stone dust all the way across the top. The 15 minutes of chugging mineral water because the hangover's insane. The police? Damn! How'd they get involved? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Above this repeater, high wall. 2 high wall that goes 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm assuming I want to do the same thing on the other side. Yep. Okay. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just do the intuitive thing and match it. I'll make them parallel. Okay. Over. Okay. Go to the corner. Go one block over. Dig one block down. 2 blocks down. I want to put a copper bulb below that block. Specifically. For some reason. I don't know. And I want to put a comparator in front of that. I feel like I should replace all of these dirt blocks with stone. Just, you know, set it up so it's a little bit easier for myself when I activate the farm. And you know what? Since I've been pretty diligent about sleeping, I think I'll just stay awake the whole night. I don't mean like in real life, I mean in game. As in, you know, I doubt I'm gonna get mauled by phantoms. It will be dark, but eh. Not a lot of things in the dark that can hurt me anymore. I'm strong as hell. Okay. Blocks in front of that. Bang. Bang. Copper bulb. Blocks. Comparator here as well. Okay. Note block here. Okay, break these 4 blocks. Place an observer looking into that. Okay, mine out these blocks to a depth of 3. Place a dispenser here. With a piston on top of the dispenser. Apparently your German neighbor got so drunk, he took out his pistol and shot a random dude like a few minutes before you woke up, and they identified you as an accomplice. Okay, yeah, you really need to be careful about who you make friends with. I just hope this guy's not on record as being a neo-Nazi. Like, I hope he's not on, like, some sort of formal registry. Like some Aryan Brotherhood registry. Club dispenser. 1 moss block in front of the dispenser. That gap empty. And then, oh, a grass block. Okay. Does it need to be a grass block? Well, fuck it, either way. Putting a grass block here. Okay. Then, 1, 2... Okay, yeah, we've gone down 3 blocks total. Love how my cobblestone farm just occasionally catches on fire. You know how it is. Three hoppers facing into that dispenser. Okay. 1. Then 3 hoppers on either side. 450. Jesus, $450 or 450 euros? Because that's. That is, either way, that's kind of a steep price to pay. One, two, three. Three composters on top. Three hoppers on top of that. Okay. Bone meal is automatically being fed into the dispenser. Brilliant. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So 3. 1, 2, 4. Okay. 4x3 area. Four by 3 area. Simple as. Okay. Well, I mean, shit. Between this and the chemical bones, you've been living a pretty eventful life the past few months. Okay. Row of 4 chests, like so. Oh, no, I do say you've lived quite an eventful life. Okay. Okay, let me just get rid of these. No longer in the way. Actually, shit. Is this how I'm supposed to orient the farm? I doubt it. Ah! Classy. Huh? 3, right? Okay. I realize it's he meant 4x3 on different grid coordinates. I was tripping. Then wanna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you have had pretty eventful couple of months, yeah. That's good to hear. Double chest's worth of storage. Okay. So, with this, what should happen, I flick the lever. Okay. Starting to grow moss. Okay. And as long as some is going into... Oh! I fucked up! I fucked up! I see where I fucked up! Okay. Time right out. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. It's going to hold them in the open mode, which is a little bit unfortunate. Okay. So what I need to do here is have... Take these, take the stone. How long ago the nation's currency that you've taken the residency into went to shit? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not gonna say the country's name, but is it perchance where a bunch of the Nazis went after the Second World War? Is one of their pesos worth about the same as a V-buck? If it is, I think I know where you took refuge. Has there been a surge of people making fun of them after the World Cup? Because if so, I'm pretty sure I figured out where you went. Don't tell too many people that though. The only benefit you have is that I'm basically a nobody, and very few people. Oh, okay. Well, as long as you're not in Argentina, that's. Okay. Okay. Now we potentially have a crazy moss farm going. Argentina. Well, I mean, fuck it. I guess there's. I figure there's worse places you could go than Argentina. I can't name any of them, but there's definitely worse places. Okay. Let me, Jeez, my base is just like an Enderman killing ground. Every time they teleport in, they just get mauled. M-A-U-L-E-D, not M-A-L-D. Which would also be kind of a funny mental image for Enderman. You just see Enderman like crying so bad they just spontaneously develop male pattern baldness. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to extend this by 1 row. And then I'm going to put this in. So, God willing, what should happen? That whole bunch of moss gets sent along. Then, yeah, if you want to buy anything meaningful, you gotta do it in USDs. Ah, okay. So a basically defunct Eastern European country. Got it. Upside, we've achieved 2 of our 3 goals for today's stream, which is to build a cobblestone farm, which is going to get us a shitload of cobblestone. Oh! Yeah, I guess being outside of Europe is probably safer. Okay. And now, I have a farm that automatically makes cobblestone for me, as well as a farm that automatically... Wait, hold on, let me check my sim distance. Okay, simulation distance is on 18, we're good. We're Gucci. And I can just sit here, and that farm is going to be making cobblestone for me, while this farm makes moss for me. Which means we have functionally solved our moss crisis. Not in Asia or South America. Okay. I'm not gonna play the guessing. I'm not gonna play the guessing game because that's you kind of want to be incognito. So, I think it's a bit excessive to do a fuel farm today. Plus, I have methods of fueling a... Well, I'm gonna think of it. I could do one bit real quick. Which is, I could make myself one of those boat-powered super smelter cells. So basically... Just I'm trying to... I give a respectful distance to this farm. because there's a radius within which the farm will cause me damage. Like, and it gets worse if I want to turn it off. Okay, yeah. So there's a radius around which this farm will injure me just for being there, but it's supposed to get me 75,000 cobblestone an hour. So, not really complaining. What I will need to do if I want that much cobblestone output is I'm going to need to extend this, because each of these is about 34,000 or 31,000 items stored. So let's say I want to AFK for 1 hour, I'm going to need 2 point something of these rows. And yeah. Okay. I was gonna hop off in 21 minutes anyways, so I guess now's a good leaving off point. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Don't get killed by the mob. Try not to get killed by the mob. Anyways, if I you know what, come to think of it, this might also be a pretty good place to put down one of those farming cells. Okay, using the word farming cells is kind of sounds like it's the next version of incel, right? You've got like a incel, you've got femcells. If you choose to be celibate, you are a volcel. This just sounds like the next upgraded version of that. Anyways, the smelter should not be that difficult to make. I'm just going to take 8 of these bad. That's not a full stack. Stack of those. I'm going to make 8 furnace. I'm going to fuck that up too. I can't do, because I can't do anything right. Stacks of that. Then I'm going to make myself a bunch of these. I'm going to make myself a bunch of hoppers if I have them. And I need 2 boats, right? I need 2 chest boats. Take these. I'll make both chest boats. Oh, that Enderman's cooked. That Enderman's goose is cooked. Yeah. Anyways. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I can still build it from memory. Then we do need a bunch of barrels, actually. Are they in wooden misc? No. Are they in job and utility? Yep, okay. So I need like 16 barrels, which is kind of an outrageous amount, but I mean, will pay for itself in the future. Actually, wait, no, I can start with 9. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit over. I'm going to demarcate a 5x5 area on this lovely flattened out area that I made. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we fall off the cliff is what we do. Holy, I need fences. Okay. Anyways, we agree on one side. That's going to be the output side. Then I'm going to make... I think I gotta make like 10, 12 hoppers. Okay, fuck it, this is gonna have to be enough. 2, then 1, 3, like 4, 1, 2, then 1. Wait a second. No, this is not an internal area of 3. Okay. 2, 1, 2. So, next up, we do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait! No, I did fuck it up. Okay. No, okay, I can't do that. Basically, all of these, each of these three, need their own custom input. So here, one. Also got a here. Which is a 1, and then 1, 2, 3. Go 1, 2, 3. Then I need to figure out how to connect the bottom row, which is probably going to involve me using most of the iron I have left. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So, we are going to come up here, and I'm just going to put down one block like this. And you know what? While I'm up here, I think I can afford to use a little bit of coal. Make a few light sources, and just make sure I don't have any creepers spawning up here and blowing up my precious combination moss farm and cooker. Honestly, come to think of it, I could probably fit like a few more tiles of that up here. It's just, you know, iron is not, it doesn't grow on trees. Okay. And to test if it is seated evenly on all of these, yep, it decreases in blocks of 8. Okay, so next up, I need to make like... That's not going to be enough hoppers. Basically what I need to do is go up on top of each of these, then barrel, 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 up, 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 barrel, 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 and I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to need to fly down and see if I can get my hands on a little bit more iron from the farm in the amount of time that I've been busy in the region. And if I don't have enough iron, I can start liquidating some other assets that I have. I don't know what other assets I have, short of the beacon bases, but fuck it, if they need to go, they can go, I guess. How much moss are we at? Okay. That is a reasonable amount of moss. So, how many more did we need? Looks like 4. Then, get on top, what I'm going to have to do is... one, then 1, 2, 3. I put a... Ah, there we go. Okay. 1 second light source. 2. I don't know if that's perfectly balanced or not. Should be okay. Okay. That should work. Then, what we're going to do is we basically have like 24 cobble in each of these. And then, let's say for example, I want a bunch of cobblestone. In fact, I want so much cobblestone that I'm willing to empty this all out and then just start making straight up stone. So I'm going to run across, I'm going to grab all of the cobble, that is these. Brought a bow. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Little green bastard. Little green cocksucker. Okay. So this lovely farm should be able to produce at a rate of about... Well, it should smelt items and produce about 1 a second. So if I go over to the catchment area, yep. Then when the next wave is done, yeah, it'll put the items out in groupings of 8, which is fine. So I've thrown all of this into here. Okay. And once the items are stockpiled into all of these chests, should start to become stone, and using that we can make mossy stone bricks. Or we can produce bulk, well, I mean we have bulk quantities of stone. We can produce bulkier quantities of stone, I guess. And go get the... 1, 2, 3. These are all the amounts of fuel blocks that are divisible by 8. Well, actually, I could have shaved 5 off and then just put 24 into the system, but nah. And then, each of these will get fueled with an equitable amount of coal. Then I'm going to stop my recording, because we basically have what we need. The video of us building these 2 machines. And then, I'm probably going to do is end the stream. So, I know, a little bit early. We didn't do anything about the fuel solutions, but we've been going for 2 hours, and in about 15 minutes I'm going to take a break and go to the gym. So, yeah. Anyways, what I'll be doing in the meantime is I'll be running the cobble gen, I'll be running the moss farm, and I'll just be filling up the slots of things we have missing.